Hi there, my name is Jim Moore and I help small business owners make more money from the business and enjoy more free time away from the business so that they can truly enjoy life on their terms. Today I want to talk to you about 12 big benefits of the Xero cloud accounting software. I've often said that in my opinion Xero is a game changer for small business owners in terms of their ability to have tight financial control over both their profitability and their cash flow. Over the years, I've lost track of the number of times I've seen small business owners relying on nothing more than the annual accounts to provide them with information on sales, costs, and profitability. I've often said, in my opinion, the annual accounts are the wrong information at the wrong time. But more of that in a separate video. Over the years, I've seen so many small business owners controlling their finances and their profitability by tracking their sales figures. Perhaps this month's sales against last month's, perhaps if they're more sophisticated, this month's sales against last month's sales and against the same month last year. Whilst of course it's important to track sales figures month to month, it's also important to track cost and profitability. And once again, for many small business owners, in terms of profitability, it's simply annual accounts, which are often produced many months after the end of the financial year. In an attempt to try to track profitability on a month-to-month basis, I've seen many small business owners simply keep track of bank position. The thinking being, if we're not up at the bank overdraft, we must be doing okay in terms of profitability. That may be true. However, it's a very, very blunt instrument. There's tremendous scope to improve upon that blunt instrument by properly controlling and recording, reporting and analysing the cost side of the business as well on a regular basis, ideally on a monthly basis, and in that way maximising profitability each month. So, enough from me. Let's go straight to the slides.
Welcome back. Okay, let's look at the next big benefit of Xero Cloud Accounting. Benefit 8. Xero makes producing and submitting your VAT returns every quarter super easy. Because Xero is updated in real time as you input each sales invoice and each supplier invoice into your Xero accounting system, your VAT liability is also updated in real time, and you can see the moving VAT liability day by day throughout the quarter. So if you happen to have a situation where you keep a separate deposit account to put money aside for the VAT return, you can at any point during the quarter check the balance on your deposit account at the bank and check the balance on the VAT return within Xero to see how close the numbers are, to make sure as you go along through the quarter that you do indeed have sufficient money set aside on that deposit account to cover the VAT liability for the quarter. At the end of the VAT quarter, you can submit your VAT return directly to HMRC from the Xero software. Couldn't be easier. Benefit 9. This benefit is awesome for small businesses. In my experience, many small businesses get the basics of inputting the day-to-day transactions into their accounting system wrong. The bank entries sometimes are missed, so we've got missing bank entries. Sometimes the bank entries are entered wrongly. All of that is avoided by the automatic bank feeds provided by Xero. all of your bank transactions are fed directly from your bank into your Xero accounting records. That applies to both your bank payments and your bank lodgements. So at a stroke, through the automatic bank feeds, Xero removes the risk of bank entries being missed from your books. Also, no more risk of transposing numbers in your books. No more risk of entering £321 as £213. Benefit 10. Xero relieves you of the responsibility for regular backups. Because Xero operates in the cloud, your records are always up to date and always accessible for you wherever you have an internet connection. So you no longer need to incur the cost and complications of remembering to regularly back up your own accounting system. It's all done automatically for you via Xero in the cloud. So again, effective use of your time. Benefit 11. You're always working with the most up-to-date version of Xero. There are regular updates from Xero so that you always are operating at the cutting edge in terms of cloud accounting. You no longer have to worry about time-consuming, sometimes difficult, often costly software upgrades for you to install. A big benefit, and again, something that we touched on earlier, it means that your version of your accounting software is always exactly the same as the version of your accounting software that your accountant is working with. Again, a tremendous saver in time. And benefit 12, you get great support from Xero. It's been my personal experience that the help centre, the short training videos, the email support, it's all been first class from Xero. And I've been using Xero for a long time now, and the standards of service has been consistently outstanding. And here's an additional benefit. Xero is very inexpensive for the benefits you get in return. It's just a small monthly subscription to Xero. From my recollection, it's round about £20 plus VAT for most businesses, so a very modest monthly cost for a tremendous amount of benefit. So that brings us to the end of this short video. If you've got any questions at all in relation to how Xero could be of benefit to your business, please feel free to email me on jim@jwmbusinessadvice-accountancy.com. I'll be more than happy to personally reply to your questions.
I hope you find the slides thought-provoking. If you want to improve your profitability, if you want to have more free time for yourself to enjoy, if you're ready to take that first step towards your particular definition of business success, then I'd like to offer you a free telephone consultation. The consultation is typically 45 minutes to an hour, and the subjects that we would cover would include where you are now in your business, where you want to be in the future in your business. We would also cover the issues that are holding you back from being where you want to be. And fourthly, we would look at the first step that you could take to begin that journey to where you want to be. All you need to do is email me your telephone number with a note of a time that would suit you. I can offer you between 1 p.m. and 5 p.m. Monday to Friday, or in the evenings, Monday evening or Wednesday evening, 6:30 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. My personal email address will follow in just a moment. So it just remains for me to thank you for watching, and I hope to have the opportunity to speak to you very soon. Bye bye.